Hello, I like to make today a cake called pumpkin wreath cake. We have it winter now, and it's nice to have it something nice and attractive like in Christmas. So we call it Christmas in July, and basically I saw you can use this cake for the actual Christmas too. So what we need for that, first of all, we need to cook our pumpkin. We need 350 grams of pumpkin, which is peeled and chopped, and you can chop on pieces like this. Place in a microwave dish with 1 tablespoon of water, and in microwave for about 4 minutes on high until it just tender. So once drain it and mash it and just let it cool to room temperature. So just small pieces like that. So after this, you once it's cooled down, you measure 3/4 basically cup pumpkin puree. As you can see, we already mash it, and that's 3/4 of a pumpkin puree. Next is we need to combine in a small sort of you can use jug or any kind of small container, 1/4 cup of boiling water, and use 1/4 of molasses, or if you cannot find molasses, it's okay, you can use treacle as well instead. It's no problem, whatever you have able to find it. And what we do also, we add to boiling water and we add 1/4 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. So we mix it all together to make sure molasses is dissolved, and set on side to cool as well. So in another dish, we sift together 2 cups of self-raising flour, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of the nutmeg, and 1/4 teaspoon of the ground cloves. All basically ingredients will be in the description box, but I can repeat it. 2 cups of self-raising flour, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. So we basically sift all that together, and that's our flour mixture. For the baking tin, it's various ways. You can use simply bun type of cake tin, which is spray with cooking spray and sprinkle a little bit with the flour to just prevent sticking as well. Or you can use a ring type of baking tin. But I personally think this wouldn't be basically enough, because I think it would be rise a bit higher. So we probably need a little bit deeper than that. But I did not use this recipe, didn't try this recipe before, so might be okay. We'll check it out when we finish baking. So once we prepare our bun cake tin, it's sprayed, and I saw sprinkle with a little bit of flour, tap it away excess, and place on the side. So next step is we have our butter. 150 grams of butter have to be softened at room temperature, and we need to add 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar to it. So once we put brown sugar in, I actually just get it once straight away. So we have basically 150 grams butter at room temperature and 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar. So we beat all that together, and we add 2 eggs, which have to be added 1 by 1 and beaten after each addition until it's combined. But on this stage, it's a good idea to preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius, it's 350 Fahrenheit. So what we do is, let's beat with electric mixer our butter with brown sugar, add 2 eggs one by one, then we can add pumpkin, so once you finish beating butter and brown sugar, texture will change and become much lighter and fluffier. Add eggs one at a time, beaten after every addition, and then we can add pumpkin puree. So once we add the pumpkin puree, that's how it looks like now, mixture. As you can see, it's quite nice, light and fluffy. And what we do is, next we start adding our molasses mixture and the flour mixture. But we do in two batches. So what we do is, we probably start with a little bit flour mixture, just not too much. And start carefully folding. Nice and round. And then we can add some of molasses, and we again carefully fold it. Now last bit of molasses, and then we can add last bit of our flour. So once we incorporated molasses, first do not beat or anything like that, just fold it. We can add our last flour, and then we can pour in our prepared baking tin. Once you incorporated the last bit of flour, spread it into your burnt basically cake tin, or if you're using one of those ring ones, or it's a good, I saw would be for this recipe, if you have angel type of cake pan, it would be good as well. You can actually put non-stick baking paper as well, but it's not to baking paper fit into burnt type of pan. It's very difficult, so that's why I sprayed with cooking spray and just a sprinkle with a little bit flowers. Hopefully it's come out well. So what we do is, now once we spread our mixture, we place now for baking for 35 minutes approximately. Our oven preheated now, so make sure when you take to taste it, your skewer come out clean. Then take out, transfer to wire it, and to let it cool. Now our pumpkin wreath cake is cooked and cooled down. You can make this sort of cake actually day ahead and store in airtight container, and just next day to decorate it. You can decorate it with various things. You can use vanilla frosting. You just need half a cup of vanilla frosting, and you can spread on top. Or you can use, I use the simply powdered icing mixture. It just powdered basically icing sugar, which is we just took 1 cup with 1 teaspoon, mixed with 1 teaspoon of the softened butter, and add enough boiled hot water to make it consistency, which is quite thick, but it's not runny. We just wanted it thick enough to spread and make the a little bit, just tiny bit to slide on the sides. Otherwise, if it's too runny, it will slide down, and if it's too thick, it just stay and frozen immediately practically on a place. So we need just to make sure it's enough thick to actually, once we spread or pour, it actually runs a little bit down. So if you add too much water, do not get worried, just get more of powdered icing sugar until you reach desirable consistency. So once you pour or spread your icing mixture, or if you're using, you can easily use vanilla frosting as well. And what you do is you can decorate it with various things. You can decorate it just like I did, which is I using different sizes of use some Maltese, and this orange sort of kind of chocolate orange balls, some chocolate mint balls. You can use some Jaffas, which is nice and red, and also for little ones you can use rainbow choc chip, or simply sprinkle with the Christmas colors, which is green and red. Also, you can use strawberries, dip strawberries in a white or milk or dark chocolate and place it on top. As well as if you like to use some like a mint leaves like that, one way of just place them just like this to decorate it, or another way we can actually dip them in the egg white, then we can place in the white sugar and place them on top of cake, and it looks like will be like kind of frosted sort of a look, which is great as well. I saw one way what we done. Second way with strawberries. Another third way we can do actually with various the glaze type of fruit and nuts, cherries and this sort of various fruits. You can able to find it. It's many ways to decorate it, but also this is a great way to celebrating Christmas in July, sort of kind of half a year, because in Australia it's winter now and it's kind of a little bit gloomy, so it's nice to think that something to celebrate forward to, as well as you can easily make this cake for actually Christmas, because it tastes really great, and it's great for people who like a little bit spicy pumpkin type of cakes. Thank you very much for your time with me today. All ingredients will be as always in the description box. Thank you. Until next time, goodbye.